The first thing you need to know is this: Area 51 is real. It's on the map. It's guarded by cameras, sensors, and men with guns who are legally allowed to use deadly force if you cross the wrong line. And I drove toward it anyway, in the middle of the night, with no backup, no permission, and no idea what I was about to see. My hands were shaking on the steering wheel, not because of the cold desert air, but because somewhere out there, in that darkness, something was watching me back. Have you ever been somewhere so quiet it actually scared you? Not peaceful quiet. Wrong quiet. The kind where your own brain starts questioning if you're really alone. That's the first thing that hits you near Area 51. There's no traffic, no phone signal, no street lights. Just endless black desert stretching in every direction and a small dirt road that eventually just stops, blocked by a sign that basically says turn back now or face consequences. Most people would turn around right there. I didn't. And honestly, that decision changed the entire night. I parked about 2 miles from the restricted perimeter, close enough to see the base's lights glowing faintly on the horizon, far enough that I told myself I was safe. I set up my camera. Wide shot. Night vision mode. Everything looked normal for the first 20 minutes. Just silence, stars, and the occasional gust of wind moving through dry brush. Then, a sound. Low, mechanical, not wind. Not an animal. Something with a rhythm to it, like it was moving with intention. My camera picked it up. I checked the footage later, and yeah, it's there. You can hear it clearly, this deep pulsing hum that doesn't match anything natural. I remember freezing, my whole body locked in place, thinking, okay, this is either military tech, or something I really don't want to think about right now. Around midnight, things got stranger. A light appeared in the sky, far past the base perimeter. Not blinking like a plane, not moving like a satellite, just hovering. Completely still for almost a full minute. Then it shot sideways at a speed that honestly didn't look physically possible and vanished. I'm not exaggerating for views here. I'm telling you exactly what my camera captured, time-stamped, unedited. Was it a drone? Classified military tech? Or something people whisper about, but never actually see with their own eyes? I don't know. But I do know my hands were shaking so bad I almost dropped the camera. Now here's where you need to understand something about Area 51 that most people get wrong. This isn't some random conspiracy internet myth. The US government didn't even officially acknowledge the base existed until 2013, decades after people had already been reporting strange lights, unexplained aircraft, and unmarked security vehicles patrolling the surrounding desert. For years, if you asked about it publicly, you'd get denied, dismissed, or straight up ignored. That silence is exactly what created the mystery. Because when official sources refuse to explain something, people fill in the blanks themselves. And that's when stories about advanced aircraft testing, secret experiments, and yes, alien technology started spreading like wildfire. Some of it is grounded in real, confirmed history. The base was used to test experimental spy planes, aircraft so advanced for their time that witnesses who saw them flying assumed they were looking at UFOs, simply because nothing like that existed anywhere else on Earth yet. So some sightings? Probably classified human technology, decades ahead of what the public knew. But not all of them. Some reports don't match any known aircraft design, then or now. Lights that move in ways that defy basic physics. Objects that accelerate without any visible engine or exhaust trail. Multiple independent witnesses on different nights describing nearly identical experiences with zero contact with each other. That's the part that stays with you. So there I was, alone, recording, when suddenly my radio, just a basic handheld scanner, picked up a strange transmission. Broken static, then a voice, distorted, repeating something I couldn't fully make out. Then silence. Complete radio silence, like the frequency had been intentionally cut off. My chest tightened. Every instinct in my body was screaming at me to leave. But curiosity, that same feeling you probably have right now, kept me rooted in place because I needed to know what happened next. Then headlights appeared. Far in the distance, but moving fast, coming from the direction of the base. My stomach dropped. I knew exactly what that meant. Security patrol. The kind of patrol that has legal authority to detain you, confiscate your equipment, or worse, simply for being where you're not supposed to be. I grabbed my camera, killed the light on my phone, and ran back toward my car in complete darkness, tripping over rocks. My heart slamming against my ribs so hard I could hear it in my ears. I didn't look back. I just drove, no headlights, until I was far enough away to breathe again. Here's the twist that still messes with my head. When I reviewed the footage later that night, safely back in a motel room, shaking, exhausted, running on adrenaline, there was something in the recording I hadn't noticed in the moment. In the corner of one frame, barely visible, there's a shape, not a light, not a vehicle. A shape low to the ground, moving parallel to me at the exact same pace I was running. For almost 8 seconds. Then it's gone. I've watched that clip more times than I can count. I still don't have an explanation for it. And honestly, that unknown is scarier than anything an alien theory could offer, because at least an alien theory gives you an answer. This gave me nothing. Just a question I'll probably carry for the rest of my life. Take a breath for a second, because here's the real truth underneath all of this. Area 51 isn't dangerous because of aliens or secret aircraft or government cover-ups. It's dangerous because it represents something we're not comfortable with, the unknown. Humans crave answers. We crave closure. And when a place refuses to give us either, our minds fill the silence with fear, theories, and stories that spread precisely because nobody can prove them wrong. Maybe what I saw was classified technology. Maybe it was something stranger. Or maybe the real mystery isn't about what the government is hiding out there in the desert. Maybe it's about how far people are willing to go, how much fear they're willing to face, just to look behind a curtain they were told never to touch. If this story pulled you in the way that night pulled me in, hit subscribe, because there's more where this came from, real locations, real mysteries, real unanswered questions. And drop a comment telling me, if you were standing in that desert with me that night, would you have stayed to find out what that shape was? Or would you have run the second you saw those headlights?